No, guys, I'm not making this up. This is real. This is a real thing, folks. The Democrats in New Jersey have elected a dead man to represent them in the general election. Yes, they have elected a dead man, folks. And by the way, this guy has been dead since April. But people still went out there and voted for him. Now, I want to be fair, man. I want to be fair about this. He was running unopposed in the Democratic primary. Okay? Now, this is also a very, very deep blue district, man. Now, I'm wondering, guys, they actually keep his name on the ballot. Something's telling me that the dead man would actually win the general election against whoever his Republican opponent is, because this is a very, very deep blue district. These people probably would actually vote for the dead. You know what, guys? This kind of reminds me of, you guys remember that movie in 1992 with Eddie Murphy? I think it's a funny movie called The Distinguished Gentleman, where the congressional rep, now this is the U.S. House of Representatives, his name is Jeff Johnson. And Eddie Murphy's character is named Thomas Johnson, Thomas Jefferson Johnson. So when the congressman actually dies, Eddie Murphy, because he's a con man, cuts up a scheme to where he would actually run for Congress using this person's name. All he did was really just shorten his name to Jeff Johnson. And there's a scene in the movie where this guy walking in with his wife asks his wife, who do you normally vote for? Jeff Johnson. He says, okay. And they vote for him. And guess what happened? Eddie Murphy's character won that election. A con man. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen that movie, go and check it out, man. It is a very, very funny movie. But let's go ahead and get into this, guys, because this is wild right here, man. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Remember, live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button to get access to the same thing. Here we go, guys. New Jersey Democrats elect dead Rep. Donald Payne Jr. in House primary. Now, I believe he's actually been representing this district for 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. And this man got elected. Now, it's not really the fault of the voters. He was running unopposed. And by the way, the timing of his death really meant that they couldn't actually do anything to get him off of the ballot. But one would actually think, man, they can actually do something. But apparently not. And I believe now there's actually going to be a special election to replace him for the general election. Anyway, it says here, Democratic voters picked a much beloved congressman from New Jersey in the primary on Tuesday, but there's only one problem. He's dead. Rep. Donald Payne Jr. had held this seat in the Garden State's 10th congressional district for more than a decade and is running unopposed in the Democratic primary. The 65-year-old member of the Congressional Black Caucus died April 24th after a heart attack after the filing deadline for the primary had already passed. Yeah. So it was after the deadline, and since he was the only one on the ballot, his name had to be kept on there. Interesting, guys. Now, rest in peace to Donald Payne Jr. I don't know anything about him, but still, he won an election and he's dead. He won a Democratic primary and he's a dead man. Wow. Because of this, New Jersey's election rules state no one can replace him on the ballot, according to the Washington Examiner. Now, the thing is, nobody was actually running against him. So that kind of complicates it right there, too, you know? That means Payne is still set to win the primary in the urban, deep blue district that includes Newark and other parts of Essex, Hudson, and Union counties. But Payne's looming victory won't be the end of the story. Local and state officials are already gearing up for a special primary election on July 16th. So eventually they're going to fix this. The winner is almost certain to win the special general election on September 18th and will finish out the late congressman's term, which ends in January. You know what? Wouldn't that be funny, guys, to actually put another dead person on the ballot just to see what actually happens? Because I truly do believe, man, a dead person could actually win in that deep blue district. No questions asked. Vote blue no matter who. Meanwhile, Democratic committee members in the district will meet to pick a new candidate for the November 5th general election, the Examiner reported. Man. And I believe, this is his funeral right here. So he's really dead, man. The winner of that race will take office next January and represent the district until the end of 2027. Wouldn't that be funny, man, if nobody actually found out he was dead, even though everybody knew he was dead, and he stayed in office as a dead man until 2027? That would tell you everything you need to know about Democrats. 11 Democrats have already announced their candidacy for the upcoming special election, including Newark City Council President LaMonica McIver, Rutgers law professor Eugene Mazzo, East Orange Councilwoman Brittany Claybrooks, and Hudson County Commissioner Jerry Walker, the Examiner said. Only one Republican, Carmen Butko, filed to run in the district, which is one of the most left-leaning in the country. Wow. Good luck to her, but definitely doesn't seem like she's actually going to win. She probably wouldn't beat the dead man. No doubt about it. Those people would be flocking in to vote for a dead man if they had to. The 10th hasn't sent a Republican to Congress since 1946. Wow. And no Democratic nominee has gotten less than 3/4 of the vote in the last 2 decades. Wow. Yeah. So she definitely has no shot to beat the Democrat. Payne's father, Donald Milford Payne, was the first black congressman to represent New Jersey in Congress after his 1989 election. The elder Payne held the seat for more than 2 decades before his 2012 death, at which point his son took over. So pretty much, he was like a legacy election because his father had that seat for a while too. Then he came in and he was there for 10 years. Man, that's wild right there, man. That is wild right there. A dead man got elected. I believe this happened last year too, if I'm not mistaken. I think I actually did a video on that before. I can't remember where it was. I don't remember the video, to tell you the truth, man. But this is not the first time this happened. So that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.